Hello, everyone. Today we'll be discussing AI. As you know, AI, or artificial intelligence, is an increasingly discussed and sometimes controversial topic for our culture, our politics, and our classrooms. When a phenomenon such as this has the societal implications that it does, there's no doubt that it will impact your present and your future. So, we're going to take some time today to discuss what it even is. Well, we're on the cusp of AI drastically changing society. It has actually existed for a long time. A few examples of AI and where it has impacted your life include things like Netflix suggestions, Google Maps, Siri, Alexa. It's existed for a long time because it's been a bit of an assistant for us. But what makes it different now, and what makes it new now, and what's sort of driving this new conversation is what's called generative AI. For so long, computers have simply spit out an answer to an inputted question, right? And it's been great, it's been super helpful. But now we can generate this original content through AI. Of course, there are pitfalls, and we'll discuss a few of those shortly. But here's why this is such an important topic. Because, sure, you could have it create, an essay for you, right? But that's such a small part of its larger impact. As it becomes more advanced, it's going to replace jobs, and that is going to impact you outside of the walls of of this classroom in this school. It's going to affect your whole adult life. So here's more about what AI even is. And on the screen now is Gemini, which is Google's AI. And here's what that looks like. I inputted a prompt and it spit out a response for me. You can see what that prompt is on the screen and what was spit out. All right, let's talk about some pitfalls of AI. The first is bias. AI bias is a problem in artificial intelligence systems. AI bias arises when an algorithm is trained on biased data, leading to biased decisions. AI bias is also known as machine learning bias. A good example of gender bias would be as follows. If a machine learning algorithm is trained on only male doctors and female nurses, it would be unable to identify gender neutral words. Gender neutral words are words like doctor and nurse. This is an example of passing on human biases or cognitive bias to an artificial intelligence algorithm or AI model. The next is what's called hallucination, AI hallucination. Sometimes when AI hallucinates, it spits out false information. And you need, of course, to be aware of this. It's why we ask you to employ the 80-20 rule. Let's let AI do 80% of the work. Of course, when we log into a generative AI program, we want it to do all of the work. So we're gonna say 80%. Okay. That means that we do 20%. We need to check and do our due diligence to make sure that what's being presented to us, that's what's being spit out by this AI is correct information, that 80% that was done by the AI is correct. Let's take a little bit of a break from this instruction to see how powerful AI truly is.
Yeah. So hi everyone. So some ways I'm experimenting with this technology is that I use it a lot to help me with my writing. So I like to write articles every week, and different ways I use it is I use ChatGPT to see and edit my articles and to see if it's articulating my points. So many times I'm writing a piece and I'm not sure if it's understandable or if the audience could understand my technology. And oftentimes people would use editors, but I've decided to use ChatGPT to see if my audience can understand my articles. So I put into the prompt like, here's my article. Act as the average American. What do you think about this topic? What are you getting from this article? What insights are you receiving? And ChatGPT gives me a very detailed overview on what the article is actually outputting. So from there, I can learn and edit my articles based on ChatGPT's output to make my articles more informative and more